pretty people. Hello, gorgeous. Thank you for joining me. Hello, pretty people. Hi, gorgeous. I see you on Instagram and TikTok. All the pretty people say hi, Jerusha. I'm streaming in several places, so I want to make sure that I see you and I acknowledge you. Thank you for joining me. Black love, yes, in the building. Let me know that you are in the building by saying hi, Jerusha. Yes, hi, gorgeous. Thank you for joining me. Jason is in the building. Jill, ATL or something is in the building. Yes, thank you for joining me. So we're going to talk about the one thing really quickly. The one thing that made a difference for me in my business is how I communicated what I did. The one thing that made a difference for me in how I communicated to people exactly what I did. And I think a lot of times on your profile pages or when you are private messaging or texting, people actually don't know what you do. And so I'm going to give you a guide on what you can say that explains everything that you do. So if you're joining me for the very first time, make sure you put newbie in the comments below. Say, I'm a newbie, I'm a newbie, I'm a newbie. Let me know that you are a newbie to me. You're just now hearing the sound of my voice, Sophia. Say newbie. And so I'm Jerusha Wiggins, a motivational speaker, radio personality, and business coach in a direct sales business. And I help women start a business in my organization or build their current businesses online and offline. So I create what I call double threats. So if you want to be a double threat, hashtag double threat, hashtag double threat. If you want to be a double threat, yes. And make sure you follow. So when I go live, you get a notification. If you're on Facebook, hit the 3 dots and follow and do see first. So when I go live, it says, bing, Jerusha is live. So you can get some motivation, inspiration, and free business tips. Thank you for joining me. 6, I can't understand what it is. Hi, newbie. Okay. So yes, I'm going to discuss what's going to help you. Well, what helped me, the one thing that helped me change the way that I explained my business. And so I think a lot of times we're giving people dissertations of what we do. And all you need is a one-liner. All you need is a one sentence to explain exactly what you do. What is your business? What problem do you solve? What's the benefits of your problem? And so, yes, say hi, Jerusha. All the pretty people speak to me in the comments. I love the interaction. I love when you comment. Heart me up. Yes, please share and tag, because when I share like this and you share, that's how we change the world. Knowledge is the new rich. Arm yourselves with it. And so I'm going to share with you what I've learned for sure. Thank you so much. Oh, she said newbie. All right. Is that Black Wand in the building? Thank you so much for joining me. So what you have to understand, my background is actually in radio and television. I never ran a business before. I was not familiar with network marketing and direct sales or anything like that. I had a goal and I reached that goal to work for CNN News. My degrees are in communications and public relations. And so what changed? Because people like, that's a great corporate job. It was. I enjoyed all the people that I met. However, when I had my first preemie son, I changed. The company didn't change. Nothing changed. I changed, and I didn't want to go to an office anymore. I didn't want to sit in Atlanta traffic anymore. I didn't want to do it. And so the first person to talk to me, this is how I know you don't talk to everybody. The first person that talked to me about direct sales, I got started with that person. Just like that, because I was already open to possibilities. So even though I had a nice job in corporate America, even though, right, I didn't have financial freedom, okay? I didn't have time freedom, right? I didn't have that, but I had a nice job, right? And we was doing well, but I didn't know what else was available. So most people don't know what they don't know. So I didn't know this world existed at all. No one talked to me about their businesses. So I didn't even know this was a thing. So if I didn't know that, just imagine how many other people don't even know that it's a thing. So my whole purpose was go get my degrees and go work in radio and television. And I did both. And so that was my story until someone said, you know, you can actually make your own schedule. You know, you can create residual income. You know, you can earn as much as you want if you work for it. So I was like, really, how do you do that without a degree? And how do you do that without working in a major corporation, and they explained how that was possible. And so a lot of times people just don't know what you do. You assume that just because you say a company name, that people know what you do. They don't. People can tell me all day that you work for X company. I don't know what you do with that company. I don't know the problem that you solve with that company. So I am big on the language that you use so anybody can understand it, right? So if I'm not in network marketing and direct sales, I don't understand the language. I didn't understand the language. So if you're talking to someone who's like, no, not familiar, and they're like, you don't know this company? No, I don't. You don't know this person? No, I don't. But I know people in radio and television that you don't know. And so you've got to understand you're talking to the masses. So everyone has different backgrounds, different communications with people, different environments, and they don't necessarily know your business. So I'm going to help you. The one thing that made a difference in how I explained what I was doing, I used one sentence. But first of all, in any business that you want to grow, I narrowed this down. I taught this before, but it's so worth hearing again. I narrowed this down. There are 3 types of people when starting a business, and you can figure out which one you are. Write this down. A pretty person is going to help me out. Like all the pretty people actually comment and put the notes in the comments so the people that watch the replay can get the notes. And if you're watching the replay, make sure you put replay. If this is helpful, make sure you hashtag helpful. So there are 3 types of people that I believe that start businesses. You have those people that are crawlers, write that down. You have those people that are campers, write that down. You have those people that are climbers, okay? Now let me tell you about the crawlers, and you'll know which one you are. The crawlers are those people who start a project, they start a business, they start slow and stop. Crawlers are not working at their full potential. They stop and start. They stop and start. They're crawling through life. They're crawling through that project. They're crawling. They have a business, but they're crawling. They're stopping and starting. And when I feel like it, I'll start again. Oh, I'm excited today. I heard you reach your motivation. I'm excited. I'm going to get started. And then next week, when the motivation dies, they stop. Okay. So you can't be led by your feelings to build a successful business. And most people, the reason they're not living up to their full potential is because they're waiting to feel it. Okay, I don't feel like going live all the time. I don't feel like being excited all the time. I don't feel like coaching all the time. I'm developing 100 online leaders in my organization, right? I don't feel like talking all the time and training, right? But I do it anyway because I don't have to feel like it, but it has to be done if I want to build an empire. If I want to change lives, if I want more people to have the financial freedom and time freedom, if I want that, I have to do it when I don't feel like it. And so that's when you know you love it, when you're doing it anyway. That's when you know you're a warrior, when you do it anyway. So those are the crawlers. And if that's you, there's no judgment, Melissa. There's no judgment, Charmaine. There's no judgment. If you are a crawler right now, the greatest thing is you can change it. But you have to recognize the problem. Okay, most people don't recognize it's them. So you have to say, am I a crawler? Am I the type of person that keeps starting things and stopping? And I continue to say, oh, it didn't work for me. Where actually you didn't work, but you won't use those words. You just say, oh, it didn't work for me. That is a pet peeve of mine when people say it didn't work. Because my first question is, did you do the work? Because the businesses that didn't work for you works for other people. And so kind of like, and it's still working for other people, and it's billion-dollar companies. So the question might be, what's the common denominator in all these businesses and projects? You. So you have to say, am I the crawler? I just don't finish stuff. I like it in the beginning. Initially, it sounds great, but then I don't finish. I'm a crawler. Then you have those type of people that are campers. Write this down. These are campers, are those people who camp out at a certain position. I made it. I'm a teacher and I just camp out. I'm satisfied, status quo, or I made it. I purchased a home, right? Oh, I'm good. Never trying to purchase anything else. I'm done. They camp out at certain financial or career levels, okay? And so when I worked in television and radio, I was at a level, but I wanted to go higher. Like, okay, how do I get to the next level and the next level? Some people are just campers. They are like, you know what? I want it to be this, and I'm there, the end. So they're not actually growing. They just stop trying. They probably have the potential to do more, but because their mindset was, if I get this position, if I get this level of car, if I make $100,000 a year, I'm good for life. So they just camp out at $100,000 a year when they can make 200 or 300,000 or whatever it is. But they get complacent because it's easier. I've achieved it. And so what you have to do is you got to imagine yourself going even higher, your higher expectations. Like, what is it that seems crazy to most people? That's what I should be doing. And so if that's not you, again, no judgment. If you are happy, girl, keep doing it. If you are where you want to be, you're like, I've arrived, the end, girl, do that. And so I don't always feel like I've arrived. I'm like, there's something else for me to do. And so I try to live up to my full potential every day, because my full potential takes off running in front of me. And I'm always trying to catch up, right? Because it's constantly going. And so you have the campers. Now, if you are a camper, put in the comments, yes, I'm a little camper. I just camped out and I have vision of other things. I know I can write a book. I know I can earn property. I just haven't done it because I'm good. I meet people that say I'm good, and I'm like, are you though? There's so many people that need our help in New Orleans and Mississippi, and we could do more. And if we had more, we could help more people. So I'm not just thinking about my household, right? We win if I help more people, not just me win. And so when I'm thinking about all the things that I want to do, I'm not thinking about just my two boys. My husband and I, we live in Atlanta. What if I just said, well, my two boys are good? The end. What about my niece and my nephews and my family? What about all these other, what about the children that are in Mississippi and all the places that got hit by the storm? What about those children? And so I'm always thinking beyond myself. And so the last type of person that I found is climbers. Write that down. A pretty person, writing it in the comments for me. If this is helpful and you're getting value and you're figuring out what type of person you are, say hashtag helpful. If this is helpful to you, then you have the climbers. These are the people who continue to climb every time they reach a peak, and they keep going. They continue to write their own life story. They start a new chapter after one has ended. Some climbers even start a new book of life. They're the wolf that's always climbing the hill. I want to be the wolf that's always climbing the hill. So you have three types of people that you will encounter. And I encounter these types of people all the time. You have the crawlers, the campers, and the climbers. And you have to say, which one am I? You fall in one of those categories. And so when I am meeting new people and introducing them to my opportunity or my service or my product, right? If I get them started in my business, the way that they show me who they are, not tell me, because everybody comes in telling you what they're going to do. I'm going to reach top rank. I'm going to hit this level. I'm going to earn this car, this diamond, this, right? I am going by your actions. Okay. What does your actions tell me? Okay. People tell you who they are the first time, believe them, right? And so I'm just watching to see if you're actually going to be what you told me you were going to be. And then I figure out which one are you. You're a crawler, you're a camper, or you a climber. And so when you are introducing thank you so much. I got the heart. When you are introducing your product or really your opportunity, and you have a Zoom or a link or some type of video presentation about what you're looking for, and you're talking to the person in Messenger or texting or emailing or whatever form, right? Or you met them face to face, all the above, doesn't matter. I typically, the one thing that I've learned to communicate, one easy sentence, first of all, I tell the person, if I'm meeting them online, I need to show you something very important. How soon will you be able to watch a 15-minute webinar? Okay, I need to show you something very important. Now, this is somebody you probably know that's in your friend list. They've never seen your opportunity. They've never seen what you actually do, right? So you assume, I told you earlier, everyone knows what you do. They do not. Just because you keep posting your lotion, I don't know what you do though. Because it looks like to me you just got lotion and maybe you sell lotion. Like, I don't know your business. And so I think the biggest thing is educating people. When people are educated, they make informed decisions. And so I don't assume they know anything about my industry. I don't assume they know anything about me. And so what I say to them is, I need to show you something very important. How soon will you be able to watch a 15-minute webinar or Zoom or a link or whatever? And I do suggest, will tonight work for you at 9 p.m.? Will tonight work for you at 8 p.m.? Because I am trying to create a sense of urgency, and I am trying to get them on right now. Okay. So even though I ask, how soon will you be able to watch this 15 minutes or 20 minutes, whatever your presentation is, if it's 7 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. Okay. How soon will you be able to watch 15 minutes, 15-minute Zoom or link if I sent it to you? Will you be able to watch it tonight by 9 p.m.? Will that work for you? Yes or no? The person is going to say, no, 9 p.m. will not work, but tomorrow at 1 p.m. will. They'll tell you. You just can make the suggestion. You're not in their calendar. You're just making a suggestion that will work, because this creates a sense of urgency. That's the name of the game. Success loves speed. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. So you're talking to a lot of people. You're not talking to two people, the same two people that you keep talking to. Okay, you're talking to new people every day. Whole nother training. So this is what I wanted to share with you. Now the person is going to say, well, what is it? So typically when you say to a person, hey, I have something I want to share with you. How soon will you be able to watch a 15-minute Zoom or webinar? They typically are like, well, what is it? All right. Well, what is it? Well, what do you do? Anything like that, which is totally fine, because you want to tell them what you do so they have an idea. You don't want to talk about a paragraph. You don't want to text a paragraph, a dissertation. They're not going to read it, right? So here are one-liners depending on your business. On my business page, if you're on my business page, I don't discuss company names because I don't care. I care about you growing your business, because people buy people, right? So you have to be able to communicate what it is that you do, not what the company does, what you do. So everyone should know how they solve problems. So whatever you sell, lotions, potions, you sell lashes, hair, pots, pans, essential oils, jewelry, weight loss, whatever you sell, skincare products, whatever it is, you should have a one-liner that works on every person every single time. And so I'm going to give you examples of what you could say, because if you don't have anything, this is going to help you. Okay. If you have something, go for it, girl. Keep doing what you're doing. But if you don't have anything, this is going to help you. And this is what changed the way that I communicate. So for instance, who do you help? So you get to say, I help busy moms meal prep for the week, but I train women how to run their own businesses for a living. Write this down if that's your thing. I help women improve their gut health. If you're in weight loss or health and wellness, I help improve their gut health, but I train women how to own their own businesses for a living. Now, see, you said two things in that sentence. One, I help women improve their gut health. That probably means you sell a product that helps their gut health, right? Okay. But I train women how to run their own businesses for a living. That means you have an opportunity. So you said what you did. And this should also be in your profile. People should know what you bring to the table, because that's the first place they go to see who is this person and how can this person help me. The other thing, if you're in jewelry, I help women accessorize for fun, but I train women how to own their own businesses for a living. So if you're in that type of business where you're a stylist or you sell jewelry or whatever, that's what you do. I help women accessorize. If it's a certain age group, you say, I help women over 40 accessorize for fun, but I train women how to own their own businesses for a living. Another one is if you have some type of collagen booster or whatever, I teach women how to look 5 years younger for fun. I do that for fun. That's just for fun. But I train women how to own their own businesses for a living. That's an opportunity. And so I train women how to earn and leverage social media. I teach women how to market and brand themselves. I'm developing 100 online leaders. That's what I do for a living. But for fun, right? Whatever your thing is. So I teach women, oh, she said, thank you. You're welcome. I teach women how to eat healthier for fun. So if you're in health and wellness or some type of shake or tea or whatever, right? So I teach women how to eat healthier for fun, but I train women how to own their own businesses for a living. And so if you are in the type of business that everything's natural, natural products, anything like that, I teach women different ways to live an eco-friendly lifestyle. But I train women how to own their own businesses for a living. So I teach women different ways to live an eco-friendly lifestyle. I do that for fun. That's just easy money. But I train women how to own their own businesses for a living. Okay, if you're in like finances or credit repair or something like that, I don't know. I teach women how to save money and boost their credit score for fun. That's just like, I do that for fun. I show you how to go from 500 to 800 for fun. But I train women how to own their own businesses for a living. Y'all understand, right? So you're actually going to fill in your company thing, your problem that you solve. Like you're going to put it in there. So would it be okay if I invited you to this 15-minute webinar or Zoom, whatever you're going to do? And so does this make sense? So this is the one thing that I can do in my business, a one-liner that tells them what I do. I don't have to say company history, when it was founded, it's a multi-million-dollar business, we're number 1 on the Forbes list. All of that is not necessary. They don't care. They don't, because I didn't care. Girl, I don't care nothing about that. I just want to know, how is this going to help me? Oh, it's going to help me leave my corporate job so I can have time freedom, because that's what I'm looking for. And you're telling me you can solve that problem because you help women, or stay-at-home moms or whatever you do. I help women save money and boost their credit score for fun. Okay, great. But I train women how to run their own businesses for a living. So I'm interested in how you train women how to run their own businesses for a living. Okay, that's what I'm interested in. Tell me about that. So you covered 2 aspects of your business, the product aspect as well as the opportunity aspect. If that's helpful, say Jerusha, #helpful. If that was helpful for you, Charmaine, yes. If that was helpful, Miss Marcy in the building, she #helpful. Is a consultant with something helpful. Okay, so you want to make sure that you write yours down today. This is your homework. If you've never heard me before, I give homework every now and then. This is your homework for you to write your one-liner of how you help or how you teach. Okay, so if you teach people, because you could easily say, I teach women how to save money, right? And instead of saying I help them, I teach women how to save money and boost their credit score. But the difference in that is the gut health will be different, because I help women improve their gut health, because they already have the gut, right? But you help them improve their gut health for fun. But you train women how to own their own businesses for a living. So you're going to fill in your company thing, like whatever your product does, and you're going to put that in. And that way, when you're talking to people, it sums everything up. And now they're open to listening to your 15-minute Zoom or your 15-minute presentation or a conference call or whatever. Okay. So you got to be honest with yourself in order for this to work. It only works if you work. Okay. So you got to be honest, and you got to comment, and you got to let me know, am I a crawler? Am I a camper? Or am I a climber? Am I going to do what she just gave me? I'm a climber. I'm going to make my one sentence today. And when I start speaking to people and communicating with all these people on social media, I know exactly what to say when they say, well, what do you do? Well, what is it? You get to say, this is what it is. And so that way, if she's open to gut health, great. You probably has a product for that. If she's open to, that's interesting. You help women, own their own businesses for a living. Tell me about that. Right. And so that's even without you even going into detail, but you're very clear and thorough of what you do, how you help people. Does this make sense? Yes or yes? So make sure #climber. If you are a climber, #climber. I am a climber. I want to know all about it. So if you love this, you like, Jerusha, that helped me out today. I didn't know what to say. I want to start a business, but I never know how to explain my business. I just say company name, and I think everybody in the world knows the company. They do not. I never heard of these companies in network marketing and direct sales. Never. Because that was not my environment. If I'm surrounded by corporate women that are in radio and television, I don't hear about your business. And so unless you're communicating that with me, like, what is it? What is it, honey? You've got to be able to explain that. And I think a lot of times if I worked for Coca-Cola, I don't walk around like, it's Coca-Cola. It's Coca-Cola. It's Coca-Cola. And okay, what do you do for Coca-Cola? So I'm just very thorough in that way that you want to communicate that any level of person can understand. And so any level of person can get it. You don't want to make it difficult. I heard this, and I'll let you guys go. I heard that McDonald's, their system, the reason why they have such a turnover rate, and people just say when they're in financial strength, they be like, I go work at McDonald's. Because the level of training that they provide, any person can do it of any education level. If you are off the street and you come in, you're trainable and you're coachable, you could work at McDonald's. Nothing wrong with McDonald's. I'm not saying that if somebody works there. I'm just saying I heard their training system is so good that any person can do it. So it needs to be that way in your business as well, that you're speaking in a way that any person can understand. You know, you don't need to use all these unnecessary words that people are like, what? Okay, so just be clear on that. And if you love this, I have my 3-day ride course coming up. I created a course because what I found is when I was struggling online, because I'd already seen success offline. I was a part of the top 2% in my company in like 8 months. So I knew how to build it offline. When I got online, it was difficult for me. I struggled. I didn't know I was posting and praying. And so I said, when I get to the point where I have success, I'm going to share it with somebody else. And so my hope is to shorten your learning curve. And so I put together a 3-day ride. It's a course. It's 3 days live with me. And so, and then I keep you with me for 30 days to make sure you're implementing, you're doing homework, and you're seeing progress in your businesses. So whether you have a business or you already, you don't have a business, the course is for you, because I go over all these types of things: how to market, how to brand, how to find your ideal prospects, how to use one-liners, scripts, how to start conversations, how to convert people, how to close the sale, Facebook groups, Instagram, hashtags, TikTok. All of the things are covered in the 3-day ride. So if you want more detail about, okay, I need this course, just from what I know right now, I need it. Okay, the link is in my bio. All you got to do is click my profile, click the link in my bio. It says 3-day ride. It's my link tree. It says 3-day ride. You'll get all the details. It starts next week. So I wanted to come on every day and let you know you have a chance. You have a chance to grow your business, but you got to learn what to do. And so I hope that you join me on this ride, because it's going to be the ride of your life. So buckle up, beautiful, and enjoy the ride. I'm just so grateful that grace and mercy follow me. Oh, thank you so much. You said helpful. Hashtag 3-day ride. If you are riding with me, hashtag 3-day ride. I am so grateful to be able to put that together, because so many people are struggling online. Like, they're posted, but nothing's happening. So we want to change that. And so I'm going to tell you in the 3-day ride what changed for me. I'm going to give you my tracking system, a 7-day posting calendar. I'm going to give you the hacks on Facebook and Instagram. Like, you're going to have it all. So when you leave, you know what to do. It still comes down to you doing it. So it wasn't that it didn't work. The question will still be, even after the 3-day ride, did you do the work? Because that's the first thing I ask my clients. Did you do the work? And then I have all the testimonials. So if you follow me and follow my stories, you'll see all the testimonies of the success that people have had. I'm just super excited that I'm able to do that. Oh, she got hashtag climber. Yvonne is in the building. Yes. Okay, thank you for joining me. I'll see you Tuesday, 1:30 on my business page. I might be back on tomorrow. If you're in my private group, I'm going to do a private training in there as well. But I'll see your beautiful faces on Tuesday at 1:30 for sure. Have a great day.